Ever since the guy started making headlines with SpaceX, there has been no stopping Elon Musk from completely revolutionizing every industry he's stepped into. And after making tunneling more possible than ever before with his Boring Company and single-handedly creating the EV revolution with Tesla, Elon seems to have his eyes set on another crucial industry: smartphones. That's right, Elon Musk is rumored to have been working on something called the Tesla Pi phone, and from what we've heard, it might just change the world. And so, if you're interested in finding out more, please watch the video till the end, because today we're going to be talking in detail about the Tesla Pi phone, what it is, what its rumored features are, and everything in between. As always, if you like these kinds of videos and want to learn all about what's up with Tesla, feel free to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. With that done, let's turn our attention to the matter at hand. As we mentioned, Tesla is said to be working on something called the Model Pi phone, but what is it really? Well, according to insiders, the Pi phone is Elon's pet project, and with this phone, he is gearing up to make an explosive entry into the world of handheld technology. And with rumored features like the ability to work on Mars, have 5G-level internet anywhere in the world, and, most stunningly, a back that's able to change its color, if it was anyone other than Elon running with the project, we'd have simply called it a hoax. But from everything that I've heard over the past year or so, the phone seems to be real. And so, with the main things established, let's take a look at each of the rumored features, starting with the design. Now, it's pretty common knowledge that a phone's design can make or break how successful it will be, and that's down to the fact that it is the first part of the phone that you notice. And boy, will you notice this phone! Because, according to sources online, the Pi phone won't just be made up of your standard stuff, but instead, it'll have a back panel that will be covered by tiny photochromic scales, which will allow it to change color depending on the light it's in. This technology, called body modification, will give users seamless control over information and will also work towards Elon's set standards towards renewable energy by having native support for using solar power, which we can assume will be done by Tesla's already existing solar wing. Now, the design is all well and good for first impressions, but what about the display, commonly called the most interacted with part of the phone? The display. Not only is the design way ahead of the competition, but, according to reports, the Pi phone is going to have a full-screen infinity display that also has a camera hidden beneath the screen. As for specifics, it is rumored to come with a 6.9-inch Alpha Ultra panel with a resolution of 8K built on dynamic AMOLED technology, with a refresh rate of 90 Hz will make everything look all the more perfect. And, speaking of resolutions, let's talk about the camera. Cameras are one of the most competitive areas of the smartphone industry, and the Pi phone seems to be fully equipped to handle that. The device will contain a front camera having 18 megapixels of resolution, a back camera at 108 megapixels, and two other 15 megapixel and 5 megapixel cameras, which will probably be a telephoto and an ultra-wide lens respectively. And, speaking of telephoto, recent reports suggest that the Model Pi will have the ability to space zoom at 200 times. Other than that, the phone will also feature a dark mode camera that should be powerful enough to let users do astrophotography. And while it will have a hard fight against the likes of Apple and Pixel, if the leaked specifications are correct at all, this phone could very well surpass the current standards set by today's companies. And even if they don't manage to beat others in picture quality, by integrating Tesla's AI technology that they use for self-driving, they will no doubt have the most advanced extra features, like stuff like object recognition and AR. Speaking of integrations, another important rumored thing is the phone's AI and software. By far, the biggest benefit that Tesla has over other companies is the huge pool of companies that Elon owns and that they can borrow stuff from. And one really important result of that is Pi phone's rumored Neuralink. Now, Elon fans will recognize that name, and that's because it is the name of Elon Musk's project, which researches and develops ways to implant chips in people's brains, allowing them to communicate with tech telepathically. And wouldn't you know it, that is also rumored to be coming to the Pi phone, with the Pi phone may be controllable through brain signals alone with no physical input needed. Now, that's a lot of advanced features, which begs the question, how will Tesla power all that? The specs. Now, this is one of the areas which are the hardest to predict before a release, but if Tesla's history and the rest of the phone's rumored features tell us anything, it's that this phone will be one beast when it comes to performance. Not only will it be able to go head-to-head with today's best processors, but if what I've heard is correct, with Tesla's Model Pi, the company is about to make a phone that is simply undefeatable in terms of performance. As for where that is coming from, according to reports, Tesla reportedly has an advanced microprocessor chip planned for the phone that will exceed even the Qualcomm Snapdragon Gen 8 chips. And that finally brings us to the most incredible feature of the phone, the connectivity. By far, the most important real-world feature of the phone, and the one which will make it stand out the most, comes in the form of integration with another one of Elon's companies, Starlink. For those of you who don't know, Starlink is a planned network of thousands of satellites in orbit around the Earth that, once complete, will join together to create a whole layer of internet access from anywhere across the world. Using just one briefcase-sized Starlink radar, users will be able to connect directly to the internet from literally anywhere on the planet, be it the Himalayas or the Congo rainforest, all while maintaining a crisp, fiber-quality connection. And, as you can guess, the Pi phone will be integrated directly into that network. What this means is that no matter where you are in the world, you won't have to worry about signal coverage or internet availability, or even speed, because you will be a part of the world's most advanced Wi-Fi network. And with the plan already in progress, with over half the satellites already orbiting the planet, ready to provide internet to thousands of subscribers, that future might not be too far. And the Pi phone will act as a direct gateway into that futuristic world. And with the phone promising 24/7 internet regardless of your region, it will surely blow the entirety of the competition out of the water. And that finally brings us to the price and release date. Unfortunately, this is the part of the video where we have to slightly disappoint you because the fact of the matter is we know next to nothing about this phone, at least when it comes to the actual release. As you can imagine, with such a huge product, the company has been very tight-lipped about leaking any information, and we're really lucky we have anything at all. But if we were to guess, I'd place my bets on it being slightly more expensive than the immediate competition, just like the first Tesla when it was released. But that's not a reason to be disappointed, because if we know anything, it's that Elon Musk wants his products to be accessible to everyone. So, in the long run, we can expect cheaper versions of the phone alongside whatever they chose to make their flagship. Want to know everything about Tesla Pi phone? Check out this video right here. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. With that, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.